No views yet. Just blow that up. We will blow that up. Hello to first person there. Can I get a 5x5? Let me know if you can hear me okay. Turn this music down here. It's not even music, it's just background sound. Hope you're doing well. I'm just checking in with everybody. It's been a while. Just got back from vacation. Thought I'd hit everybody up. Let me know if you can hear me. 5x5. Mad Chad. Greetings. Greetings. Listening and working. Okay, great. As long as you can hear me, that's awesome. Awesome. I got the microphone right here, so we should be good. I'm gonna give it a minute or two. Let 3 more people jump in before I start talking. But today's the day, right? Today's the day that the bad people have said the 13th will be a day of reckoning, huh? So we'll see. Until then, I'm going to be sitting right here drinking my coffee. Good morning, Walter. Good morning. Good morning. Just got back from a vacation, Roswell, Rio Doso, Albuquerque, all New Mexico. So thought I'd come on here and just chat, catch up with everybody. It's been a while since I've done a live, and I was gonna do one in Rio Doso when we were there, and that was just, I don't know, I was more taking in just the beauty of everything, and the wild horses and elk and the deer, lots of deer out there that we saw. So thought I'd Warsaw, good morning, sir. Good morning. Good morning to you. Yeah, today's the day, they said, huh? Today is the day of reckoning, huh? We shall see. I don't see that happening here in on a global or country scale of America. You know, too many Americans, right? Too many Americans vent and not. I'm trying to vent and not. What does your thing say? I just see a heart next to that thing, so. Yeah, not worry about it. Okay, not worry about everything. That's what you're saying. There's a big old heart right in the middle of the ending of worry on my computer because I'm looking at that, so I don't have to put my glasses on. Unfortunately, you know, the older you get, your vision just starts to change, and definitely it changes throughout time, right? Yeah, man, that's the whole mess. That mess right now is just. I think that is the, not even the icing on the cake. I think that is that's the candle on the cake right there. Um, oh yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. That day will be forever remembered as the day of like WTF, like what the just happened, you know. I think we were just all shocked with our pants down, right? Hey, Dad, on the eve. Good morning to you, brother. Always enjoy your morning. I wish you would do videos throughout the month and not just the first of the month, because yeah, I think you cheat us by not spewing your knowledge or your views on life, right? Yeah, I'm just doing a little catch up, man. I have not gone live in a while, and I don't want to be that person where YouTube sends you something saying, hey, man, if you don't start doing stuff, we're going to suspend your account. So I had another fellow YouTuber do a video like that. He's like, I haven't done, and he actually hasn't done a video in a while. I will pop those videos out every once in a while. Just got back from vacation, so I'm trying to, hey, Twisted Metal, good morning, brother. Hope all is well at my end, sir. I'm just living and enjoying my retirement, my life. Dad on the eve, I know you said you've been thinking about retirement lately. It is awesome. You know, it's as awesome as it can be up until it's not. So I'm not there yet, but yes, it is awesome. I'm enjoying. I'm taking everything in, man. Keep on wanting more. Yeah, keep on wanting more, right? Yeah, retirement life is good. I have no complaints. I'm coasting through the holidays, and then first of the year, I think I'm gonna see what it is I want to do next, or if there's nothing I want to do. I'm enjoying it, man. Not having a boss, not having to go to work, not having to feel that I have to be responsible with numbers or like production report or production stuff that I did. So you know, doing good. Yeah, that's all you can do. Today we're doing good. Tomorrow, who knows, right? Life is a life is a journey, and we all take different paths in life. That one is not necessarily the right path for the next person, right? I really am trying to be at a humble place in my life and just not be so judgmental on the world, right? Even though, hey, guns coast to coast, you're still stirring up trouble, I see, sir, with your videos, Mr. Know-It-All. Yeah, I'm kidding with you, sir. You do great. So I don't understand. Some people just have that effect on other people. You stir the pot or you light a fuse, and people just lose it. So, but hey, one is entitled to their opinion, right? You're not wrong. You're outvoted, as you say. Stress is like the big killer when it comes. Yeah, exactly. I have a new perspective on life itself, right? And then I'm looking at everybody else having to go to work. And again, this is not gloating. This is not like, haha, you have to work. No, it's giving me a new perspective on like, I didn't have to be so serious, right? I didn't have to like, yes, we want to be number one. We want to be numbers. We want to be production. But somewhere along the way, years and years ago, it's not that I didn't care. I knew that hard work doesn't always pay off, and hard work sometimes means picking up the work of other people, other coworkers that are lazy. They get the same check you do, and it's just like that has affected today's youth, that they just like, I'm gonna get the same check as you, and I don't have to work as hard, and it's like, you little shit. So I'm sure all you guys you're about my age or older, and you know what I'm talking about. I'm preaching to the choir. So, but yeah, so we'll jump around a couple little things here, but continuing on perspective is just, I have a new perspective on life. Work these days sucks. The youth of America sucks, man. I mean, plain and simple, because they have no work ethic. I mean, I have this conversation with family all the time, is that, look at today's youth, right? And the sad part is they're our hope for tomorrow, right? They're going to be leading this country for us when we get old, and that's the part that worries us. Like, dang, man, like, we're screwed, man. I mean, as older adults going into our elderly years, to our retirement years, to our, riding off into the sunset years, it just sucks, because those are the ones that are going to throw you in the nursing home, or they're going to affect your living toward the end if you don't have any family to go to, right? So, but today's youth, yeah, let's see, always entitled and can't find. Yeah, exactly. Warsaw, that is the repeated statement I hear time and time again from other people, that they go out there and they try to, they're running their own business, right? And they're like, this is too much for me and my wife. We need to hire people. They hire people, they don't show up, they call in, they're coming to work late, their work ethic sucks, and then you can't get rid of them. They're stealing from wherever your business, if you have a cleaning business, or if you have a whatever kind of business, they're stealing from the company. And it's like, I just need good people to work, to come in, reliable. Hey, good morning, Jesus. Let's go back. Twisted Metal, you said, yep. Oh, come on. Twisted Metal said, yeah, but in the end, we can only do what we can do. Exactly. And this is where you don't want to stress and say, I don't want to say it is what it is. And, you obviously have to remember, this person was like this way before you met them. they're going to be that way tomorrow probably. And all you can do is lead by example and hope that they say, you know, I want to be like Twisted Metal. I want to work hard. I want to be better. Always entitled. Let's see. Dad on the Eve said, youth caught a raw deal. The old heads in power. No wonder they don't want to play. Right. The old heads in power have. I got to do my laptop here. Hold on. Sorry, I'm gonna go back. Yeah, exactly. And you know, this concept of everybody gets a trophy, right? And this is I graduated in '93. I'm an X generation, Generation X. Come from a Hispanic family, middle class. You know, college wasn't a thing that was pushed on me. College was not a thing that was like, you got to go get your education. That was more on my siblings younger than me, right? That next generation after me. But I saw that in the 90s as going straight from high school to full-time employment. And I saw a lot of young people coming out of college. They're like, oh, I want the top salary of the person that's been here several years, 10 years before me. I want to make what they make. I'm like, you got to put in your time. Like, you cannot, that person has wealth of knowledge, years of experience. You cannot be at their level. And they're like, yeah, but I got my degree. And, you know, because this is what you were told, right? You were told, hey, if you go to college and you get in debt for, you know, 70, 100,000 back then, right? It's way more now. You're going to get your job. You're going to get that higher pay. You're going to get, yes, millennial. You're going to get that pearly gate front door open, all the glitter of gold going to fall on you. That was sold to them, and they bought it. And a couple of years go by, and reality starts sinking into a lot of those. Back then, I'm sure it is now. They're like, hopes and dreams just went out the window because they're now like, I'm in debt. I don't have the dream job. I'm not making the salary that I thought or was told I was going to make. The pearly gates did not open. I'm not a millionaire. I'm just a schmuck with a degree, you know. And then they end up doing something totally different, like working at a pizza joint. And I'm like, you didn't go to college to do this. Go get a good job. It's not going to be the job that you want. It's not going to be the job you thought you were going to get. But you have education. Go. A lot of them are teaching. Nothing against teachers. Teachers, you know, got a raw deal. Not saying there's some bad teachers out there, but, you know, I have family that are teachers, and guess what? They're making that, you know, $50,000, $60,000 job that they thought they were gonna, and of course they're complaining they're not making enough money. I'm like, this is not a field that you make money in. This is a field that you educate people. If this was the case, everybody would be a teacher. I understand the benefits of, you know, you working 9 months, 8, 9 months out of the year, and then you get 2.5 up to 3 months with all the years, the time combined, like the 2 weeks of Christmas and spring break, the 2 months ish of summer. What other job allows you to do that, you know? So pros and cons. Teachers have a raw deal. I get it. I'm not shitting on any teachers out there. I have family members. I have about 3 or 4 family members that are teachers, and they all bitch and complain about it. And I'm like, it just sounds like you need to get out of this field. But they stay for a reason, right? All right, let's see. Jesus said, "Cowboy, what if NASA didn't lie about the trajectory of the moon, the original moon?" You know, today's solar eclipse. They were saying in Albuquerque when we were there last weekend, for everyone to come back this weekend because there was going to be a solar eclipse and they were going to have glasses and the balloons and all that. You know, what effect does that have on people, on the world, the shift? I don't know. I'm not a NASA kind of guy, but there's a lot of shit going on. That's all I can say. It doesn't help, right? The mindset years ago, and if you didn't show up to work when you were supposed to, you were exactly Warsaw. Exactly, and I had this conversation with my wife about there's no consequences, right? When people do stuff, especially the youth, there's no consequences, right? I was watching a quick story. I was watching a video on TikTok, and this guy was filming, and what happened was he had a sign, whatever the sign said. Some couple of youth, college girls came by. One of them had a cigarette, put the cigarette out on the sign, burned it. Well, that was a damage on personal property, and the guy knew the law, and so he flagged down an officer, came over and said, "Hey, I want her arrested. She damaged my personal sign. You can't do that." He followed them, and the cop said, "Ma'am, come here." And ended up, the guy was going to press charges, and she's like, and the cop's like, "You're going to go to jail." And she's like, "Are you serious?" He's like, "Yes. There's a lesson to be learned here. You cannot just because you don't agree with someone's statement, someone's words, someone's sign, that it's okay for you to go over there and damage it. You can't do that, right? It's personal property. There's consequences. You're going to jail now." And she was in shock. Like, "I can't believe I'm going to jail because I put my cigarette on this guy's sign and damaged it." Like, no. And it's just like, until consequences are slapped down, handed down, I think today's world generation, the youth, call them young adults, whatever, they have no concept of fuck around and find out. And that's what she found out. And the guy was nice enough to say, "Look, I will tell the judge that you were sympathetic and you apologize. I will tell them that you realized your ways and that you apologize to me, and hopefully the judge will consider that and take it in. But whatever's going to happen, whatever the judge sentences you, it is what it is. This is the consequences of you doing your actions, and this is what happens. And if the judge sentences you to jail, a fine, reduces the sentence because of a plea, whatever, that's on the judge. But this process has to take place. Fuck around and find out. The circle of life, you know." It says, "Generation after me is okay, but further down completely sucks." Yeah. Their whole mindset, Warsaw, is just unbelievable, man. It just, degrees don't give you what you want. Exactly. Nailed it, Warsaw. All right, let me see. Man, you guys are awesome. Let's see. Now to work, college is a joke. It is. Go get a trade. I'm going to tell you people now, but people don't want to work hard. The youth don't want to get their hands dirty, you know? And it's not so much physically in dirt, and they don't want to get them dirty in life as far as like work. Dad on the Eve said, "When I was young, I thought a degree would get me fixed six figures, and six figures would have me living like C and MTV." Nope. So many levels. It is the reality, and the thing is, it gets your foot in the door, or it gets you a step ahead of the ones that don't have education. You know, nothing wrong with it. Still push your kids, get your education, but then there's the debt. You're responsible for that, you know. And I think that too many parents hide that from the kids because it's out of mind, out of sight. You want that degree, you're going to have to work for it. I'll help you, but at the end of the day, that's going to be your debt. Are you ready for that? And if you're not, then find a career that will suit you best and that will benefit you more. My advice: don't live by the world standards. Live by your own. Fair enough, for Warsaw. The world don't know jack shit. Let's see. We are here for the journey, explorer, good, bad. I know you thought I'd say ugly, but maybe something so ugly is super good looking. Yard Dog Prepper. Sorry for the late response, but welcome and thank you. Hello. Thanks for joining us. Our youth is also messed up. Let's see. People in their 30s will be the better generation. I guarantee it. I hope so. What's up, Hutch? What's up, Red? What's going on, brother? I have not been able to catch any of your lives with you in Backwoods. My apologies, sir. I've been busy. I just got back from vacation yesterday, last night. Tired, but I thought I'd jump on here for a little bit. So I always appreciate you. And yeah, on your last live, I was at 22 minutes, Hutch. You and Backwoods had mentioned something. I was like, I wonder what happened to that whole ordeal. So, you know, but you kind of mentioned it. So anyway, I'm glad you two fellows are doing well. So I try to push my kids to go to trade school. Yeah, trade school. I think those are life lessons that if you have a trade like an electricians, plumbers, um, handyman work, I mean, those are life skills that are always needed. And if not out there, you can definitely do a lot of repairs to your house. So try to push my kids to go to trade school. College has more negative than positives. I'd rather work. You know, hard work pays off. Um, I want to believe that. I want to believe that. And I know that I know it's different now because I had this conversation with a relative of mine, and we were kind of going back and forth on like, well, back in your day, you know, the price of living was different from it. I'm like, we still struggled. I mean, the economy, the money, the dollar was different, but it wasn't like easy. You know, it was still a struggle. I mean, we were broke. I mean, especially when me and my wife got together, and combination of our kids. I mean, them eating us out of groceries. I mean, paying bills. I had no like, oh, I'm put $50 aside every month. There was no extra money. I mean, we had hoopty cars. I mean, still plan to send the kids to college. My boy wants to be an aerospace. Hey, yeah, yeah. You got to do what you think is best, Dad, on the eve. You got to do what you feel is best, but also too, I would say, have that reality check talk with your kids, and let them know that hey, this is a stepping stone. This is a stepping stone for you to get to that next level. But you got to put in the work. Make sure you have that conversation with them. Tree service removal pays a lot, and also has oh yeah, no doubt, because it's physical manual work. Who wants to do that? What's going on, secret stuff? What's going on, brother? Tennessee air conditioner repair makes a killing here. Hey, Mama Red. Yeah, AC work is man. I had a friend from high school, and he said he made a killing in the summer. I mean, the money he made in the summer would cover him for like the whole year. And he knew he had to put money aside, but he he would work all the way up until summer months, up until winter months, because you know, if the AC went out, everybody needs that, right? But also, a lot of people didn't want to be cold when it was cold. And then after that, from like, you know, after the winter months all the way up to summer, he had probably a good 5 6 months of just doing nothing. But he stopped doing that because he said it just killed his back, and he's like crawling up in the attic space and then just getting into spaces, and you know, dust and rat poop and God knows what has been up there, and you're breathing that in. It's hard work, but you know, you get paid the big bucks because you do shit that most people don't want to do or don't know how to do. That's all I know is to work with my hands. Physical stuff is you're not alone, your dog prepper. um, I was talking with my brother and his wife, and they both have degrees. My brother's into computers, that's all I'm going to say. And then his wife is in education, and she got out for a little bit. They're about to have her second kid. But I told her, I said, why don't you do something at home, like something online, something work from home? She's like, I can't. She goes, I can't be confined and just sit in one area or be on the computers, be on the phone. She goes, I have to be out there with people and engage and interact. And I like physical work, even though it's a degree. She says she likes to like do stuff like physically. She goes, I don't want to think about it, right? And that's a funny thing to say when you're a teacher, right? Like education, you got to use your brain, you got to think. Oh yeah, I don't know if y'all saw this this Roswell shirt I got from Roswell, New Mexico. So it's like a Top Gun. So anyway, I'll go talk about my trip since I got some people in here already. I got like 8 people, so that's woohoo. It's not big numbers, but you know, it's But she was saying, yeah, I don't want to think about it. I just want to do things and just do them, and I want to like move on and come home and like the day's over. Like, sounds interesting, but you know, what pisses me off is what we have in our education system, military, traditional. Yeah, they are not teaching; they are pushing. You know, you're so right, Warsaw on so many levels is that it is a different time, and I think I was going to say this and I forgot. Is just that people today like don't have the same opportunities. I think it's going to be different for a lot of people in the field that I was working in to retire the way I did. The way I was able to pull that off and exit the show and like call it a day and collect my retirement check. I don't think a lot of people can do that today. I'm not going to say it's completely over. It's just more harder and challenging. And it makes it to where they don't want to do the long haul, put in the time to get that retirement check, right? They don't want to put in the time to get to the finish line. You know, that's all I'll say. Besides that, you have people in New York also. Yeah, protesting the power. Yeah, that whole thing, man. That whole supposed today's the day, right? Let's move on from what I was talking about, just the work and today's world and all that. Today's the day, they said, right? Another prediction of what we think or people think is going to happen out there. You know, here's my thing. And let me say this for everybody that's here, for the 9 people that I have watching, because, you know, I'm so popular. I feel like if you come and born and raised in America, I consider myself a Texan before I consider myself an American. You know, Texan is just in my blood to the day I die. I know a lot of people that don't live in Texas don't get it, and I had a friend that's like, that's dumb. He was like, Texas is in America, you're an American. I'm not saying them that. Texan comes to mind first, right? But born and raised here in America, third generation, maybe fourth, is I feel like if you come to this country, you come here for better life, right? Better opportunities, more money. I get it's nice to have cultures, right? Different cultures. Pour it out to Texas, right? The dude, hey, welcome, dude. I get it. It's great to have cultural differences in America, right? We're the melting pot. There's so many good things we can say about that, right? But I will say this: I feel like if you come to this country, I think that you pretty much are leaving your country, right? You're kind of denouncing, hey, why would you fly that country's flag here? I don't understand that. I don't, you know. I get it if you're traveling from another country to the United States and it's a game, right? And you're like a soccer game and you're like, yeah, Italy, France, you know, Germany, Mexico, whatever, right? I get that. But if you're here in America, right, you come for a better life, better opportunities, job, right? The freedoms, right? You're escaping poverty, war, famine. I mean, people might argue here when I say, you know, dictatorship, controlling, scheming, you know, corporate government people out there. I mean, it's everywhere, but you still have the freedoms you have here, right? Why, why would you want to? Why would you want to? Why wouldn't you want to become an American? Or why wouldn't you want to say, hey, you know what? I'm here. Let's become American. You know, people that come here from other countries that are like, you know, that are all covered up, and I'm like, you're here now. Take that shit off, man. Like, I get it. Keep your religion, right? Keep praying to whoever you pray to. Do that shit at home. I'm not saying denounce your religion, denounce your traditions. Do that shit. But when you're out in public, when you're out and about, take that shit off, you know? You're free now, you know, be free, live free, right? And I always feel like if you want to live the way you were living back home, then you should have just stayed there, right? You should have just stayed there. Don't come here and try to make here like there when you left there for a reason. Same things we say about the Californians. Nothing personal against the Californians, but when they come here to Texas, they always want to make California, they want to make Texas like California. I'm like, you left that state for a reason, because it's shitty, you know, because the economics, the politics, the freedoms, the way of living is just different. That you were tired of that, you decided to come to Texas for a better life. Why wouldn't you want to become a Texan? Why wouldn't you want to embrace the Texan way? Why would you want to make it like it was over there? I don't understand that concept. I never understand. I understand you want to bring some stuff from there here, But why would you want to change this to be like that? And the same thing with foreigners, right? It's like you come here and you're like, you're not proud to be an American, you don't want to fly the flag, right? Um, you get upset at the American ways, you get upset that we don't pronounce certain words a certain way, and it's just like, we're in America, dude. Like, I'm an American, I speak American. What do you want me to say? If I go to your country, right, if I leave here and there, in my mind, I need to adapt to that country. I'm not going to go there to another country and fly the American flag. Like, oh, I'm going to buy a house here and fly a flag. And I want there to be a Target and a Starbucks, and I want there to be some rodeos here, and I want the cowboy way to be here. No, I left my country for a reason. I have to adapt and change. It's like people going into a native village, right? And saying, hey, I know you guys like to walk around naked, but I want to live here, and you'll need to put some clothes on. No, you came to us. This is how we live. You adapt and change or get the F out of here. It's just, it's that kind of mindset that it just gets me. I got 10 people in here. Awesome. Learn the way of putting plugs in the one voltage. I think that's why I stay in the books, because hands-on experience. Yeah. California ruined the Oregon and Washington states, man. That it's a mindset. It's a mindset when you go into another place that you want to make it like, oh, we did this here. Okay, then stay there. Don't come over here bringing that shit. Yeah. But what I want to say is, and Hutch, I don't know if you're still here, if you left, holla at your boy if you're still here. Cajun, no, how do you pronounce that? However you pronounce that, C, Canna. I don't want to butcher your name or anything like that. But, they say today's the day, right? Today's the day of reckoning. We'll see. I'm not going to hold my breath. Canadian. Okay, I hope I didn't butcher it. Welcome. But today's the reckoning, right? It was funny. I came across a video. Gavin Newsom slipped down her ass. Down. I'll have to go look for that. All good, amigo. All right. Appreciate it, man. Karma's a bitch. Yep. Exactly. And the thing is like, going into the politicians, like, more than half of them need to retire. More than half of them need to get the hell out of office. I mean, they're just occupying air and space, man. It's just too many old farts in office. Too many on both sides. They need limit terms on those guys to give other people, give fresh blood, new opportunity, and not let these people do lifetime terms. I mean, some of them they stay in there until they expire. And I'm like, these people never even got to retire, live life, enjoy it. I'm living proof, so I can speak that, right? It's like they're just controlling the system. It's like, you need to stay in office even until the day you die, so we can make sure we have the votes we need. And it's just like, who wants to live like that? Damn mosquitoes, man. That's another reason why I wear hats, man. If I don't have my head covered, man, they're gonna be biting the hell out of me. But let me go into this before I lose focus, and that is the trip that I took. If you don't mind me changing the subject here. Took a trip to New Mexico. Last week we left here in Texas. We stopped in halfway point. We stopped in Lubbock. Checked in the hotel. We've done the straight shot through, and we're looking at 10 plus hours if you do a straight shot. So we just took our time, stopped in Lubbock, Texas, and then drove into Albuquerque for the Balloon Festival. Checked in Friday night. Balloon Festival was all day Saturday. It was awesome. We probably should have left and then came back in the afternoon, paid the additional $20 for parking, so it would have been 40, but we didn't, we stayed. And then pay another $30 for both me and my wife to re-enter the park again. That probably would have been the wise thing to do, but we thought, well, let's just hang out for the day. But I told my wife this, I said, I look at things as once in a lifetime, right? Once in a lifetime. If we never come back here again, I'm not saying I wouldn't, but if we never come back here again, I'm okay. Been there, done that, seen it. It was an awesome experience to be that close up to the balloons. No, we didn't get to ride them, but to see what I saw, and I put a video on here for anyone that hasn't seen it, just go back and look. It was awesome to be that close up to the balloons. And I probably had like over 30 minutes of footage. I condensed it all to like a minute and 20 seconds or so. Maybe even shorter, because when I had to do it on TikTok, the music only lasts for about a minute or so. That was awesome. Hung out with my brother and his wife, my nephew. From there on, checked in Friday, left there Sunday, drove over from Albuquerque, top of New Mexico, down south to Ruidoso. That was awesome. That was closest thing to Montana. Weather was beautiful. We were out in the hills, the mountains. Went up to one mountain. I got to do that video, post that one. Never have driven that far up into the mountain. I mean, it took, I don't know, 20 minutes. I mean, we just drove slow, right? It was a lot of curves and this and that. Altitude, the altitude was very high, windy as fudge. It was beautiful. I mean, just to see that with your eyes, like, man, like we went up so high. We were actually eye level with the next mountain next to us. Like, that's how high we were. And I don't know the name of it. I'll have to see, because I think it's Apache Ski Resort or something. In Ruidoso, New Mexico, and that was beautiful. I mean, we were up there for a short time, but man, just the view of the drive was beautiful up there. The area is just nice. They have wild horses that will run around the neighborhoods, and all the houses are spread out, right, and trees and shit. Saw an elk the first morning. Lots of deer out there. Let's see. They're all about, okay. You may have mosquitoes, but watch out for two things: hornets and wasps. Oh yeah, no. Funny that thing you mentioned that. We're on the way over there. One of the towns that Billy the Kid, we got to stop at that where he was buried or shot and buried at. I forgot the name of the Fort Sumner or something in New Mexico. Anyway, we went there. I need to post those videos too, the pictures. When we were leaving that area, the visitor center, which is where he was shot at, it used to be like a fort back in the day, military fort, U.S. military fort, and then got washed away. Anyway, we got in our truck, right, and a bee, and I'm not talking about like a regular, not a bee, not a hornet. The hornet like this that I've used to seeing here, this sucker was huge, man. I mean, it was like 2-3 times the normal size. I mean, that sucker was big, and I was like, and I was driving, I kept seeing something over here. I was like, man, what's in the sky, a plane? And I looked up, and that sucker was in our truck, and I stopped the truck, rolled the windows down. My wife said, what? And I said, I don't know what it was. It might have been, I don't know what's native in that area of New Mexico, but that thing was huge. I had never seen. When I rolled the windows down, I was like, oh shit. My wife's like, oh, what? I said, don't move. It was right there. I was gonna get my cap and swipe it, and I didn't want to hit her or piss it off, right? And it flew out, and we were like, oh my God, like how'd that get in there? Dude, it was crazy. I had never seen a hornet that big. I'll be in Texas. Remember, I visit Buddy in East Texas. Has nice. Yeah, East Texas is that's a ways from me. I'm in more Central Texas, but have fun out there. Lots of trees. It's very grassy. Definitely an area for hunting, hogs and stuff like that. So over near Palestine. Oh, Palestine. Yeah, Palestine, Texas. It's Japanese hornet then. Yeah, probably so. But yeah, so went to Ruidoso. Invasive species, man. I don't know. I don't think I want to ever see one that big. But yeah, hung out in Ruidoso for a couple of days. That was nice. It was just relaxing, chill. And then we left yesterday. Today's Friday. Left Thursday morning. I told my wife we're gonna go through Roswell. Let's stop there. Never been there. Like I said before, once in a lifetime. I look at things like that now, and I'm gonna probably say that moving forward is like, if I go do an event like a running event, or we go to Alaska or wherever, I'm gonna tell myself this is a once in a lifetime. What are the chances I come back? I'm not saying I wouldn't if the opportunity was right, but if I don't, I'm okay with it. I've been there, done that, seen it. I think my wife is getting the point where I'm just like, let's just go travel. Let's go do some stuff. Let's enjoy it. We're not going to take this shit with us when we die. We're not going to, you know, I don't want to live by regret. And we ran into two couples. The first couple was from Chicago at the Albuquerque Balloon Festival. Got to talk to them, they were pretty much semi-retired almost. And just conversating with them, right? Just in general, it was nice, right? The kind of perspective. But the second couple was from Michigan. They were retired. They were like grandpa, grandma old. They were traveling RV. They were visiting the area and they volunteered. I didn't realize, but a lot of the places that you can travel different places in the country, and some of them will allow you to RV free, or they'll give you a discount on the property if you volunteer and work at their events. So I was like, that's cool. Anyway, the guy was a a home builder contractor. Turned the business over to his son. He still works semi here and there. The wife is retired. And I was telling them I'm retired. And they're like, what? They're like, how old are you? And I was like, I'm 48. I'll be 49 later this month. And they're like, we have kids that are older than you, and they're still working. They're not even retired yet. And I said, I feel lucky. I feel like I won the mini lotto, and I get a check every month. So enough to pay the bills, and just live comfortable. So life is good, right? Knock on wood. But yeah, so that was good. Then I told my wife, let's stop in Roswell and we will check out the little shops there. Took some photos. I'll upload some photos and video later when I get a chance. What's going on, Bald and Curious, brother? I hope that you are doing well. Bald and Curious, I hope that you are living life. And I was thinking about you, man, from time to time. Backcountry Preps, what is going on, amigo? What is going on? Yeah, Bald, let me offer you some encouraging words, brother. Live your life, man. Live your life. I know you're going through some stuff, and I ain't trying to freaking cold here. Oh yeah, it's we are in like 80s right now, so this is fall weather for us. You guys are gonna get slammed here for winter. We'll be praying for that, and then we won't get our cold until like January, February into March is our winter months. I know it sounds crazy, right? But I want to say, Bald, to you is you keep living your life, brother. You keep living, man. Keep doing the things that you couldn't do before, right? Saw that you're losing weight, you're on a health track. That's good, and I sometimes think about your situation. I think, man, God forbid, I hope I'm not in that. But life goes on. Life is short, right? And live it and be grateful. Yeah, exactly. And know that you had a good life in your situation, right? That next chapter's waiting, man, and it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay, brother, and you're doing good. Do the things to keep you busy. I've heard your story a couple times from other YouTubers that have fallen to the side, that have gone through. You've gone through. Bizza Rizza Jizza, I don't know if you know him. Went through the same thing. Lost a lot of weight. It's doing good. Life goes on. After a while, you just realize, what? It's not the end of the world. It's not gonna stop me. Go to more matches, right? Might be heading down south in a few weeks for another. Awesome. Well, if you're in the area and it's in the town that I can go to, maybe I'll stop by and say hello. But keep living, brother. Keep living. Life is short. We've lost some people along the way on this YouTube journey. Might as well be. There's been other people that have passed on, and you're not taking this shit with you, man. You're not taking none of this stuff with you. Enjoy it while you can. Give it away. Give it to your kids. Pass it on when the time is right. I'm more of a man that, like, if I'm not using it, sell it. Get something else. Life changes. I gotta change. Lost Willie, never forget him. Willie, who's Willie? Man, so many good, yeah, a lot of good people. I can't even go down the list of people that I've like, oh my God, that person passed. And I always think, that day will come for all of us. Hopefully not today for many of us or tomorrow. But you never know. Willie Bullitt, man. I don't think I know him more so, but um, I'll have to see if I can find his YouTube channel if he has one. But yeah, now back at home. Today's the first day. I thought I'd drink some coffee, catch up with people on YouTube, see what's going on. Like I said, today's a day of reckoning, they say. We'll see. Um, I'll say this, and that is, I'm not closing it out, but let me just say this: if I don't go into any subjects, is that I think the attention that's going on with the bears, the Russian bear, and the neighbor next door, let's say that country, for safety precautions. I think that attention will be turned away if we have to go into this other thing and start funding this other venture that we're going to get thrown in. I think we all know. And a couple of thoughts on this, and I don't say this lightly. I think that whole thing that's going on with those two close religious neighbors, I think that I think if a country's not wanting to get power and money and draw out, because some of these wars are drawn out. I think we know that, right? I think one and done, you just have to like smash that fly and be done with it, right? If you want a quick done, put an end to it, I think you just have to smash that fly and just say, you started, we're going to finish it, and we're going to be done with it, and we're going to move on. But this whole little, you throw one this way, we throw one back and forth, these little mini civil wars and all that, this shit's never going to end like that. It's never going to end. It's always going to continue. Let me get some spray here because it's a damn mosquito. Hold on. Mosquito. All right. Man, it's just a never ending with that, and it's just, I hate to say it, just one and done. But and the only way to end that is like bloop, and it's done, and you stop that nonsense, and it's unfortunate that so many have to, but and here's another concept. Why I don't understand this. If you know that if you go and you poke that bear is going to turn around. That bear is going to turn around, and you have no way of defending, or you have no way of responding. Why even poke that bear, right? Why? For what? Unless I know, hey, we have an army ready to go. We have, horse, I don't know what you said, but we have a army ready to go. We have defense in place. We have the numbers. We have the backing. We have the support. We have everything ready to go. It's funny, you read that almost everyone. I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, do I have proof of that? No, but I wouldn't doubt it, man. And but it's like, why would you start something you can't finish? And why would you get mad that a country responds and takes out so many people, and they're like, you're killing, you're seasoning women and children and elderly and this and that. It's like, why did you even start anything to begin with, right? Why did you even poke the bear? Why did you even go that route, right? So I don't understand that. I don't. Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing is, It's all a money pit, man. It's all, how can we raise money? How can we get funds to this and that? So we shall see. We shall see where, you know, where that takes those countries, those two different things that are going on two opposite ends of the spectrum. So while I sit here, sip on coffee and watch the world in retirement, and try to enjoy. And that's another thing is it's like, this is why I've been taking so many trips and doing things, because I'm just like, life is short, and I cannot be that guy that's in the corner waiting and watching and watching and watching. Okay, this event's coming up. It's coming up. Nothing happens. Zombie apocalypse is coming up. It's coming up. Zombie apocalypse. Nothing happens. Right? Everyone's gonna, the world's gonna end at midnight and on this event or that. Watching, nothing happens. It's like time is going by. Time is slipping. I have to live my life. I have to enjoy it. I have to make the best of whatever this is, and say I lived it. I did things. Because if nothing happens, guess what? I don't get that time back. I don't get the time that I invested in waiting for XYZ to happen, right? I have to continue. Yeah. So anyway, I'm back at home. I'm trying to relax, and I'm just watching and waiting. War makes profits for money. I got 9 people here. Yeah. Everyone that's still here, drop a hello so that I know who's still here. I'm gonna shout you out again one more time. Warsaw Patriot, I know you're here, brother, because you've been making comments lately. But if you can, we'll start with the Warsaw, and then everybody, if you can just drop a hello, and I'll shout you out. Even friends and foes here, in the YouTube land. People you talk to, people you don't talk to, people you run into, secret stuff. Thank you for sticking around, brother. Thank you. I appreciate you, man. I do. I appreciate you. I appreciate your friendship. Warsaw too, you too. I mean, some people you get a little closer to than others, but yeah, definitely I appreciate. And from someone to go from just YouTube acquaintance to friend to like really good friends, it takes a while, right? It takes a while to like really. I know secret stuff has been around for a long time. I ran into him years ago, just would watch his channel, and then I'd say over the last couple of years, he's been a good friend. Gotta head out, Red. Okay, Warsaw, you have a good one, be good. Let me read you a little comment. Gotta head out, Red. I leave out with this. What we really need is 2 things. Bring back American patriotism, yes, and go back to grassroots, yes. Amen. Amen. Bring back the American way. I can only hope and pray, brother. I can only hope and pray. So we got secret stuff, Warsaw. That is 8 people. So I need 6 other people to say something. Yeah. And if you're in the whims and you're like, oh, I don't want to say nothing on that guy's channel, just say hello, man. I'll say hello back to you. And we can go back to not liking each other. I'm okay with that too. Yeah. Life is short, man. Life is short. I've watched too many people come and go on this platform. I've seen a lot of people rise and fall. And I try to learn. I got 7 people watching because Warsaw just left. So come on, 6 more people. 6 people say something before I end this, and I gotta go. I need to figure out what I want to do today. I need to wash my truck. It has bugs all over it. I need to go spend a gift card I got. I don't know what to get, but I'm gonna go get something, I guess, just get it. I'm just gonna enjoy the day. Stupid mosquitoes. I can't wait till it gets cold. The first part of cold weather is you stop seeing flies around. The second part of the love of cold weather is when you stop seeing the mosquitoes around. It's like those 2 things I hate, mosquitoes and flies, So, yeah. One day I need to make my way up to Tennessee, South Carolina, that area, folks. Alabama, Jesus. All right, that's 5 more people. And yeah, sometimes we get cheerleaders we don't want, but sometimes it's those pesky ones that shine. Relationships. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Yeah. Any big plans for this weekend? Anybody? Anybody do anything special? Anything you want to share before I end this live? I'm almost at a minute. I think I'm at 56. Can't even see the little tiny numbers there. Let me see what this thing says. Put on my glasses. Oh yeah, 56 minutes just hit. So yeah, I can lower this thing down. I don't have to have it so blown up. Let me check the news and see if this weekend it takes it. Yeah, take it easy. Backcountry preps. Let's see whose birthday is it. Let me wish a friend a happy birthday here real quick. Hold on. Try to remember everyone's birthday. Happy birthday. 53 years old. This person I know. Yeah, go fishing, man. Do some things that you enjoy in life, right? If it's fishing, if it's go to the gun range, you know. Do something that you enjoy. You know, go live a little. My grandson's Benjamin's birthday is October 23rd. He'll be 4. Happy early birthday to your grandson, the 23rd, huh? Awesome. Enjoy those grandkids. I got 3. One of them I'm really close with. You'll see him on my videos from time to time. You know, as a grandparent, you know, you're older, you're wiser, you're more patient, right? You view life differently, so you tend to see the world differently, right? Then when you were raising your own kids, and then you have your kids saying, "Yeah, you can let us do that." Well, I wasn't a grandpa then. I got Benjamin and Noah. They are awesome, awesome. Yeah, grandkids are the best, man. Grandkids are and your kids know that because they're like, they just see that look in your eye when you look at them, and you're just like, you know, the circle of life, man. The circle of life. Yep. Backwoods. I think I got everyone that wanted to say hello. If you didn't say hello by now, I don't know if you're just watching in the whims. I think Matt Chad said he was working and listening, so you get a pass, Matt Chad. Everybody else, the few that are left, I don't know what else. I don't know who else is in there, but I will say this in closing. I want to wish you all a blessed day, friend or foe, right? I don't want to say enemy or not. I want to wish you a blessed day. I hope that you find what you're looking for today. I hope you find happiness in your life. I hope that you find peace in your life. I hope that you find purpose in your life. I hope that you find what it is you're looking for. You know? And thank you for joining me. I wanted to check in with you guys, and I'm going to try to continue to be positive. Right? Well, I'm not perfect. I'm not a saint. I just try to be a good guy. You know, try to be Red October that I've been since I started back in 2013. Yeah. And anyway, I guess I'll end this and just say I'm going to end it at 1 hour, 59 minutes and 21 seconds. So I'm going to hang in there to 1 minute, 1 hour on the dot. But have a blessed day, man. Watch your 6. Do what you need to do. You know, stay aware. You know, stay protected. Watch over your family. God, country, right? Family. Put those things in order and live your life the best you can, man. Because you only have one, and when it's over, it's over. And there's no, you know, it's not a video game. You get one shot. So yeah, God says love your enemies, and I plan on loving the hell out of them. Yeah, love them. You may get irritated with some of these people here on YouTube, like, man, I hate that boy. Ooh, can't stand him. Why does he have so many subs and I don't? Or, you know, that dude's an idiot, you know. at the end of the day, I wish everybody peace. Your peace is different from my peace. So, all right, I gotta go. Adios, amigos. Take care. Love you. I'll check in again another time. Until then, I'll try to continue to upload videos and just live my life, man. Just be at peace. I'm not, you know, I don't have all the answers. I'm just trying to enjoy it. So, take care. Adios. Bye.